Guys, I'm going to show you how you can unlock all 6 engineer assignments, completely solo, super easy, no stress. Step 1 is to get to rank 10 so that these challenges become available. You can do that however you like. Now we are going to go repair some vehicles and get some score as engineer. We are going to be using portals for these today, so go to community, then search experiences. Type the experience code that's on screen. You are then going to click host. Probably do set a password so others can't join your session. And if you get this error, you can either keep spamming the host button. It might take 5 clicks, 5 minutes, or 5 hours, but you will eventually get in. Or you can just try again later at a quiet time in your region, early morning or late at night. So the key for us here is friendly fire. We're going to get in one of the 2 vehicles and we're going to damage the other vehicle. And when it's damaged enough, we're going to get out and we're going to go repair it. And for these, you probably want to jump up on the vehicle that you're repairing so that you can just continually repair it while it moves around. So let's talk about some other ways you can cause some friendly fire damage on the other vehicle. You can use your launcher. You can use the stationary gun emplacement. And you can use your anti-vehicle grenades. If and when you get into Sector 2, then there is an enemy tank that will spawn at the B point. This now speeds things up a little bit with an enemy tank doing damage to your friendly vehicles. Get in behind your allied tank while it's getting damaged by the enemy and just keep repairing it. And after somewhere between 10 and 15 minutes, you will have done the 2,000 damage repairs. You will get a bunch of score doing these repairs, and I already had the full score done. So if you need a little bit more points to finish off that 10,000 score, then jump into this portal. Bring the shotgun with you. If you can't spawn in and it looks like you're under a map, that means one of your gadgets is disallowed by this map. So change your loadout to something different gadget. We're going to drive ourselves to the A point and now just rack up some score by killing. The shotgun's good for this, but your repair tool works great as well. And if you get bored with all of those, you can jump on the quad bike and run them over. And in no time at all, you will have the score unlocked. And it's now time to go on to our second assignment, damaging ground vehicles with launchers and anti-vehicle mines. So you'll want to jump into this portal and make sure we have the MBT law for our gadget and the AV mine for our gadget. So again, we're going to run ourselves to A. And the vehicles are always going to come on a certain path here, so we're going to lay the mines on that path. So let's go lay a mine there. And just in case on the rare occasion the car comes this way, we'll lay a couple here too. Now it can take a minute or 2 for the cars to spawn sometimes, so don't panic. They will eventually come to you. Okay, here he comes. And he's taking the path we said he would. So we've got some AV mine damage done there. Now we're just going to wait till he conveniently stops for us. And get some launcher damage on him. When you're out of ammo, just redeploy and come back to A, relay your mines and get ready. And then just keep repeating the AV mines and the launcher damage. And then in less than 10 minutes, you will have both of those unlocked. Okay, it's time to damage some aircraft with AA launchers and damage laser-painted vehicles. Jump into the portal listed on screen. For this one, you do want to make sure we have the SLM equipped. So this is a different version of the portal we were just in, and it is a little more dangerous, as the foot soldiers can get onto the gun turret on the enemy vehicles, so just be careful of that. So again, we're going to wait for the vehicle to come to us, and they will eventually, and then additionally we're going to wait patiently while one of our allies paints the vehicle for us. That's what you're looking for, the painted mark. And now we use our launcher in lock-on mode. And we're nearly done with that one shot. So we'll finish it off with a second. And we've wrapped that one up. If you have vehicles there but none of your allies are painting them, it may be because all your allies are staring intently at one or two enemy soldiers. So to make them paint it, just take out those enemy soldiers, and then your allies should do their job. For the damage to aircraft, we're going to want to jump into this portal. Again, make sure your SLM is equipped. And drive yourself closer to the big chimney with the fire coming out the top. And now we just got to hit these aircraft a couple of times with our launcher. They generally will flak you the first time and you'll miss, but no big deal. You'll get them the second time. Again, we got most of it done with that one shot. So we'll finish it off with his buddy. Okay, that's that one all wrapped up. So now we have to go deploy the supply crate gadget 5 times and get the obnoxiously large 40,000 score. So go jump into this portal. You want to come in with a shotgun, that'll help with the score, and you want to make sure your supply crate is your gadget equipped. You're going to drive yourself to the A point. And we'll just quickly get the first of our 5 supply crate deployments, and then just start racking up the score points however you like. With the shotgun, you can use your repair torch, you can drop AV mines and then shoot them, and that'll destroy a bunch of enemies. However you do it, it'll take about 15 minutes and you'll have that score wrapped up. So now we've got to go destroy 50 aircraft. You want to go jump into this portal. Make sure your SLM is equipped, and you don't really even have to leave the spawn area. Just find something high to stand on in the spawn area. There are 2 enemy jets and 2 enemy helicopters that will spawn. They are one-shot kills, so just have at it. They will usually flak you the first time, but you'll get them the second shot. So that's 1 of 50. When you're out of ammo, just redeploy. This took me 35 minutes to destroy the 50 aircraft. I think you can do better than that. And there we have our 50 aircraft unlocked. Okay, now this one is obnoxious, I'm not going to lie, because you have to get the 6,000 in a single match. My hat's off to you if you did this in a legit match. We're going to use a portal for this one. And fundamentally the strategy is exactly the same as when we had to do 2,000 repairs damage earlier on. During the first sector we're going to friendly fire the other tank and then repair it. And additionally we can use launchers, the stationary gun emplacement and grenades to do the damage. And then when we get to Sector 2, don't capture A, which is in the bottom of the building there. Instead, go straight to B, as there is an enemy tank there. Yep, there he is. And you can let these two fight it out while you stand behind your friendly tank and just keep repairing it. The match is set to 1 hour per sector, so you've got plenty of time, so long as you don't capture both in Sector 2. This took me 23 minutes to get the full 6,000 damage. Again, I have complete faith that you can do it faster than me. But however long it takes you, you will eventually do it, and you will have unlocked all 6 engineer assignments. And there you go, guys. All 6 engineer assignment challenges unlocked. Awesome. Hope that helped, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.